What's up, guys? Illegal Defense, episode 16, right back with you guys. Gonna get into some games that we previewed last week. Gotta recap some games here. First game that we're gonna get straight into is the Colts versus Vikings game. Historical game, to say the less. I'll be honest, once the lead was at what it was, I kind of tuned out of it. It wasn't something too important. Then I checked back. I was like, okay, let me just check in. But the final score was 39-36. The Vikings made history, biggest comeback in NFL history. What was your takes on this game?
Yeah, crazy game. Similar to you, I kind of saw the score early on and said, "Oh wow, the Colts are destroying the Vikings. This game is over."
Yeah.
I picked the Vikings as the best bet too. Uh,
Hey.
and then sure enough, out of nowhere, the Vikings comes roaring back into the game and force overtime, and then they win the game in
Yeah.
overtime. So yeah, I mean, look, like you said, biggest comeback in NFL history. Wild game to watch as it came down the stretch there, and just really something for the Vikings that um, obviously they're a pretty good team this year. Their record reflects that, but I don't know how you can act like they can't even act like they would have saw this one coming.
Right.
But congrats to them. They did what it took. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. And I'm sure it's kind of one of those things where you build some momentum with a few points here or there. Then it's kind of within striking distance. All right, if everything goes our way, we could
Then
still
we
win
could
this
win it,
game.
right?
And then sure enough, it's like little by little. As the more you do, the more you feel like the win is yours.
Yeah.
Even though you have to come back from so much, the closer you get,
The more
the more
you
you feel like,
capitalize on
oh,
that.
this is destiny. This was supposed to happen. This is our game to win, even though they're still up by 10 or
Yeah.
they're still up by 7. And then sure enough, they push it to OT, and it was a situation where looked like maybe it was going to end in a tie, which would have been a disappointing ending to such a great game.
Right.
And the Vikings find their way to capitalize and get the win. They pretty much have control of their division at this point. They are guaranteed to make the playoffs. They're one of the top records in the league, and for the Colts, this has been rough. Jonathan Taylor's probably out for
He's
the
out for
year
the season.
now.
Yeah.
Just Saturday's got those guys fighting harder than they were, but it's just still
Not
not
enough.
working out. Now it's come out Matt Ryan's going to be benched again. So for the Colts it's tough, but I mean at this point in the year we're not
Doesn't
expecting
really
much
matter.
out
Yeah.
of them. So I don't know if it puts them in any worse position than they were already in. Um, but yeah, I mean, certainly a thrilling game to watch and one for the history books.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting it's interesting to see how the Colts would be doing, like what they'll be doing moving forward past this season with all the questions from quarterback to head coach. Obviously they have a lot of work to go. So,